Hi there. In a moment, we'll take a look at this second example, but first let's summarize the first example. Here's the calculation that led to our answer. The initial amount of the investment was $5,000. Interest at 9%, compounded monthly. Monthly gives us that 12. And then we multiply by the number of compounding periods. So 12 months and 5 years gives us 12 times 5. And then you have to be careful with your calculator. Make sure you enter this in an appropriate way, and you should see an answer like this, $7,828.41. The second example is different in a significant way. A person wishes to have $18,000 4 years from now. So that value of 18,000 is not the value for P, it's the value for A. The value for P, the current value, the present value, we don't know. That's the thing we're looking for. We can see that the time involved is 4 years. The interest rate is 3.75%, so 0.0375 as a decimal. And then finally, compounded weekly. That keyword weekly tells us that M is equal to 52. So if we put this into the compound interest formula, I get 18,000 by itself on one side of the equal sign, P, the thing we're trying to find, and then 1 plus 0.0375 divided by 52, and then raised to the 52 times 4 power. So notice that the thing we're looking for, the variable P, is multiplied by this whole big thing. So this is really just a number. So you could find that number and then divide 18,000 by it, or we could rewrite this expression by dividing in advance, I guess, and write this as P equals 18,000 divided by 1 plus 0.0375 divided by 52, all of that in parentheses, and raised to the 52.4. And so this is the calculation that leads to our answer. If you enter that carefully into your calculator, you should see that the value for P is equal to $15,493.58. There's a 1 after the 8, and so we round down to this amount. So now in these two examples, we see what can happen if we have compounding every once in a while. So every week or every month, after a certain period of time, we add on an amount of interest. It's possible to consider compound interest in a slightly different way, using the idea of continuously compounding interest. And I'll discuss that in a separate video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.